Ms. Malliotakis.
On the bill, Mr. Speaker?
On the bill, Ms. Malliotakis.
I just wanted to rise to say why I don't support this legislation. I really think that this is a very bad piece of legislation that's before us, and primarily because of the cost of it, but just that the fact that it won't work. It won't increase the voter turnout. I really, truly believe that. And if you look at the studies, as Ms. Corwin indicated earlier, studies suggest that in the states where this has been enacted, it hasn't increased voter turnout. But this is another example of unfunded mandates that the state is placing on New York City and other municipalities and other local counties throughout our state without providing any type of revenue to go along with it. And this is a very expensive mandate, and we're not talking about something small here. But if you consider that we have 62 counties in the state and we multiply that by 5 polling sites per county, that would be about 310. That would be 310 sites. And then if you multiply that by the 15 days that you're going to have these sites open, you're talking about operating 4,960 polling sites throughout the state of New York, and that's per election. So when we talk about it, also being general election, the primary election, a special election, or as Mr. Lopez indicated, a runoff election, we're talking about a very big burden on our local municipalities, and I think it's kind of irresponsible for the state to be forcing this kind of mandate on our local municipalities without including them in the discussion or including some type of funding mechanism for it. And it always seems that when we're in a dire fiscal crisis in the state, we're actually putting forth more pieces of legislation that cost money instead of looking for ways to trim and cut back our budgets. And the other point is that, we can't...
Ms. Glick, why do you rise?
Member yield to a question.
Ms. Malliotakis, will you yield?
I'm actually wrapping up, and I really, I just wanted to...
She does not yield.
Thank you.
I just wanted to wrap up by saying we have absentee ballots in this state. So if you can't attend for some reason, if you can't participate on Election Day, you have the ability to submit an absentee ballot. So I really think that this is not the time for this legislation. I don't know that the time will ever be. I mean, we really should value Election Day. It is our civic responsibility to go out there and vote. I've never missed an election since I've been able to vote, and I voted by absentee ballot once when I was away. And I just think that that solves the problem, and that's what we should be focusing on. So I thank you guys all for listening, and I urge everyone to vote in the negative. Thank you.